Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie, and it's been a week. Day 7 of the Evan tournament.
Grumble, 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 grumble. Okay, well, today's matchups, I would like to say that they're a little more reasonable.
I hope so.
They're not.
No. Okay.
Starting with a rye versus a bourbon. The second matchup is at least a couple of bourbons, but the proof points aren't even close. So let's start at the beginning. Matchup number 1 today, we've got Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Rye Whiskey, 94 proof, aged 4 years. This is a $50 bottle. We got it for $10 off. We got a good deal, bought it for 40 bucks. And then it's going up against Very Old Barton 100 proof. This is a Barton 1792 product, 100 proof, of course, aged 4 to 6 years, we think. We bought this recently on our trip around the country, and that bottle there cost us $14 whole.
I love a bargain.
I can't believe it. So this matchup here, on paper, it looks like the Jack Daniel's is just going to destroy the Barton 1792 product. I gotta be very honest.
Neither one of us really liked it the first time that we tried it.
So let's get right to it. Oh, that smells lovely.
I do like it. I'm getting a little banana note on there.
There's banana there, maybe cherry. Sweet, super duper sweet, right? And very light on the nose.
Not a ton there.
I don't know that there's that much on either one of these, quite honestly. And on the nose, I can't tell you if I've got rye or bourbon in either one of these glasses. So, interesting matchup.
Cheers.
Artificial cherry, artificial banana, a little bit of oak, some spice. This coats a little bit, dissipates almost immediately. There's not a lot here. Not in love with whatever this is.
I'm gonna take glass 2. I'm gonna kind of bounce around a little bit, I think, today.
Yeah, I think we need to get to glass 2 here. Here we go.
Wow, these are both actually quite thin.
Yeah.
That one just kind of came and went on this one.
Not really a matchup for the ages right here.
No, it's like there's some caramels and vanilla. You know, it's a little. It feels almost a little watery.
I actually thought that this was going to be a slam dunk for the Barton, even though it's far cheaper.
Yeah.
Right now, in this head-to-head, it's a 50-50.
Yeah. I will say I like when I like one a lot better. It's such a more easy experience for me to make a decision.
Yeah, you don't like being challenged.
No, I don't want a waffle.
I've seen you rise to the occasion.
I do like to eat the waffles, but I don't want a waffle.
I do love waffles. I'm starting to get something there. It's a little bit of a banana split.
I got bananas the first time,
Like a little banana, a little bit of nuttiness, some vanilla, and some red fruit too, like a strawberry or something like that. This is surprising. Whatever's in glass 2, I'm starting to like more and more.
I want more. I think if that's the thing that I've learned over the last year, is that there's a time and place for just subtlety and drinkability, and then there's the Advent tournament. I just want more.
Yeah, give me more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready.
Are you?
And this whole tournament has shocked me, actually.
I don't dislike either one of these. I'm gonna choose glass 2 because I'm finding more flavor in it. That's the only reason, and I honestly have no idea which is which. Either one of these could be the bourbon, either one of these could be the rye to me.
I'm gonna go glass 1 for the exact same reason, because I'm actually finding more flavors in it. I think it's a little punchier. It's got a little bit more spice.
All right, let's take a look at what we've got here.
Yeah.
I have glass B.
And I have glass A.
Okay. Holy cow, I just chose this Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Rye. You got the Very Old Barton 100 proof.
What?
There goes the cheap date. There she is.
That's shocking, actually.
Well, shoot, stick around for the second matchup because those are both definitely going to be bourbons.
Yikes. Holy crap, right?
Great. Wow.
So I'm really excited about this next matchup. These both are new to us, and we've been surprised by how delicious they both are.
Yeah, absolutely. And these could not, again, be more different, although they are both bourbons. So let's introduce you to these 2 bottles that we got in our big American road trip over the last couple of months. This is Benchmark Full Proof right here, 125 proof, aged 3 years, made by Buffalo Trace. This is a $20 bottle. I've seen it one place, Cedar Lake, Indiana at Lake Liquors. That's where we got this bottle. Regular Benchmark at 80 proof. This is a very, very different bird. And they had the whole spread of them there. This is the only one that we scooped up because I wanted to know how it compares to 1792 Full Proof. That'll be a video in the future. Next up is a grain to glass distillery, a farm in Nevada called Frey Ranch. And Frey Ranch, this is their bourbon, batch number 4. This is 90 proof, aged 4 years. and it's $50. We scooped this one up in Sacramento, California. 35 proof point difference. That's a little rough.
Yeah.
We've got Kentucky versus Nevada, and we need to get right to this. I'm
Let's
so
do it.
excited.
This
Smells
is-
like Christmas in the country.
This is the most different nose that we've had the entire tournament so far.
This smells like a Hallmark movie. Oh my goodness. It's the perfect whiskey. It's the perfect whiskey for the Advent
It
tournament.
does actually smell like Christmas. It almost,
This smells just like I just quit my marketing job and moved back to the farm and I'm not looking for somebody, but I'm gonna meet somebody.
I actually do think it smells a little bit like this is not gonna sound great, but a wreath that is past its age, so it's a little bit dying.
I like
but
that
there's
smell.
a little bit of like the dried cranberries or plums or something involved.
Yeah. Ooh,
Let's do this.
there's a grape, like a wildwood grape soda. You remember that from the Midwest from the 80s? Remember that?
Sure. I don't know. Probably.
Cheers.
Round two. I got a little leather on that. That went opposite of what I said for the nose.
I thought this was gonna be a ton of sweetness. And it went right the other direction. Not spicy, just earthy.
There's a bit of orange, orange peel.
This has a flavor profile unlike anything else in this tournament. I don't know what in the world I'm tasting. I can't express the flavors. It's all about a feeling for me. And it is just like walking past a garden center, like with the fresh notes, the earthy notes. Some of them aren't the crispest, but there's something still very inviting and airy about it. There's a fresh air to this, and that seems crazy.
Well, and I was thinking that it had a bit of a artificial flavoring to it, say like in a candle or whatever, but it like resembles the like real freshness of what you're smelling.
A fairly accurate representation.
An accurate representation, that's what I'm getting in this glass.
Yeah.
Like an accurate representation in an artificial form.
This is more emotive than flavor recognition.
Yes.
I love it. Whatever it is, I'm enjoying this very much, and it's hanging around. It's not just disappearing.
Agreed.
I like it. So we just took a minute, we had some water, clear the palate completely, because these are going to be very different bourbons.
I agree, 'cause-
we owe it to these whiskeys to do it right.
Yeah, I'm a little sad they're in competition together.
I am
We've
too.
had some like wonky matchups so far, and I was like, oh man, I don't want these both going out in the first round.
Both of these bottles in this competition, I think, sleepers.
It almost feels like something you would have before bed. So like a sleepy time drink.
You mean like NyQuil?
I'm thinking more like a chamomile.
Oh, like what a normal person has.
Yeah.
Okay, so glass 2 for me. Oak, cherry, vanilla, caramel. Way more traditional flavors. But it's going to take a few more sips to see, do they bring enough to the table? Because glass 1 was so good with those non-traditional flavors.
The oakiness in this is really nice. It's got a nice heat that's building.
Yeah, whatever's in this glass here, they left nothing on the barrel. I feel like they might have actually like wrung the barrel out to get all the flavor out of it. There's a ton of flavor here. Both of these huge flavors. This is a real shame that both of these can't go through to the second round because these are great.
I don't know if it's just the season, but it tastes like a bit of like those darker fruits that you find during fruit, what do they call it? Fruit pies? Fruit cakes? Fruit cakes?
Nailed it. I totally agree. It's dark fruits. It is things like plums, maybe even prunes. It is dark, dried fruits. Wow.
So I think I made a decision.
Me too.
And I think that I'm gonna go with glass number 1. There's
too.
something about what? There's something about glass number 2 that's just a little rougher on the edges. I can see it going somewhere. It's just not there yet.
It's got a youthness to it. Glass number 1 is interesting. It is unlike anything else that I've tasted in this competition. It's delicious. It's sweet, but it has a touch of spice. It's balanced well. It coats well. It lingers on the palate after you've sipped it. I just think that it's a great, satisfying sip. It's not offensive in any way. There's harshness on glass 2. I don't dislike it because I think it's the higher proofed one and it makes sense. There's so much loveliness to glass 1 and so much to like. It's impossible to discount it. I'm going glass 1. Your glass 1 too?
Is B.
Yep. B. Frey Ranch. You chose B, right? The benchmark is 3 years aged, and it's 125 proof. It's a huge proof point. I really think that if this bourbon had another year of aging, it would be dominant.
I was assuming glass B was going to be the Frey Ranch because it was a little rough, and it's like she's a little new. She's trying to find her legs.
It's a younger distillery, but more well-aged bourbon.
Yeah.
And that shows up here. It's an interesting whiskey. It has a ton of flavor. This is one of those bottles that it's not going to appeal to everybody, I don't think, because it has so many unique flavors.
Yeah.
But in this competition, we're looking for something a little different. We're looking for something that impresses us, wows us, and excites us.
I'm excited.
This bottle does that for us. Benchmark comes off the table. Frey Ranch hanging around.
For both of us.
Wow, we hope your brackets are not busted. That was a crazy day. I didn't expect any of this to go down this way. I didn't expect to pick the Jack Daniel's Rye for me.
Mind blown.
I didn't expect the Frey Ranch to survive against this hitter 125 proof bottle. It gets weirder and weirder. Come join us tomorrow night for the live stream, the last day of the first round. It only gets better and weirder from here.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, me too.
And from wherever we are.
Wherever you are.
Cheers.
This glass has lipstick on it.